Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I am back again. Yes, I know. Well, back from TFN anyway. In case you're not aware, TFN Manchester happened just a few days ago. I'm back now. I had a chance to reacclimatise, get settled in, try and unload all of the work that has to be done. There's not a great deal for me to do post-con. Just a few little bits and pieces here and there. But I thought it would be good just to reach out, just have a little bit of a chat about TFN Manchester, and also just show you a little bit of what I picked up. Because while it was quite a modest haul, I believe it's quite a nice one as well. Let's talk about the haul first, because that's kind of like the thing that you're all here for, right? Again, not a great deal was picked up. I did get the Bruticus add-on set for the Blockies Defenders. I don't actually have the last wave of Defenders yet, so I can't actually make Bruticus, but I have him nonetheless. The only other toy that I picked up at the show was one of the Deluxe Insecticons. Now, the reason that I picked him up, because I originally had him... What set was it he came with? The fact is, the only toy that I wanted from that set was Goldbug. So I sold him on because I thought, well, I'm never going to get all of the Deluxe Insecticons. And then all of a sudden, Venom showed up. So I was kind of like, all right, okay, well, I'll buy him and I'll get Venom. So now I've got to track down Chop, I think. And... yeah, is it? Yeah, Chop. I need to try and track him down now. But it's cool. Like, there's a little bit of a collector adventure going on there. And then the only other thing that I actually bought at the show was a piece of art. And I just had to buy this because it's just so freaking cool. This is a poster done by Dave Cousens. A wonderful artist. He works for Dynamite. He's done Thundercats, things like that. Good personal friend. But yeah, man, like, just look at this. It's just, it's, hold on, it's just wonderful. It really is. And no surprise, it's sold out at the show. So if you want to try and get hold of one, I'll leave a link to Dave Cousens' stuff in the description down below, so you can go have a look at it, because it is absolutely beautiful and always great to support independent artists and forgers at the event. So that was pretty much all I got at the show itself. And then when we were on our way home, I swung by Smith's because I didn't actually see this guy at the show, but I did pick up 86 Thundercracker. Now, again, I was so on the fence with this, having all of the Netflix era Seekers, the Earthrise Seekers, having all of them and having all 6 of them, specifically the Seekers and the Coneheads. I was like, do I really want to get involved in another set of Seekers? And more specifically, do I want to spend over £100 getting a minimum of 3, a maximum of 6? And it wasn't until I spoke with Chris Carter at the event, whose opinion I very much appreciate. And he said, yes, he's a really, really good toy. So I thought, well, you know what? I didn't spend a great deal at the show itself because mostly I was too busy. So let's go ahead and get him. And you know what? I'm really glad I did. Yeah, he suffers from all of the issues that all jet transformers suffer from, which is that, the back doesn't look particularly clean. When he's in jet mode, he looks a little bit ridiculous. Though the gap in his chest does allow you to mount him on your finger and fly the jet around a little bit, much to my delight. But ultimately, it's the robot mode where it's at. I really, really like it. It is very clean. Yes, it is in parts a little bit gappy, but the added articulation, especially in the wrists and the waist, really, really do help. And I kind of really like the head sculpt on this guy as well. So, am I in for another £100 plus of Seekers? Yes, but I think I think I'm at the point now where if they were to go ahead and do the Coneheads, I don't really think I would be particularly bothered about that. Plus, the way this guy transforms means that they can't use the same mold for the Coneheads. So it's not like I'm going to be buying, I would have to buy the same 6 molds all over again. What I'm hoping for, though, is I really want a Sunstorm out of this. Like, that's what I want. I want a Sunstorm. And I'm not talking about a yellow Sunstorm. I'm talking about, like, a proper, like, radiant yellow Dreamwave Sunstorm. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But yeah, so that was it. Like, that was pretty much everything that I picked up at the show itself. So let's talk a little bit about TFN Manchester. Now, a lot of people will note that it is TFN Manchester. It's not TFN Minicon Manchester. That's because we incorporated a Friday, and really because the event itself was getting so big that it was almost becoming a one-day TFN as opposed to just a Minicon itself. So we ultimately dropped the Minicon title, and yeah, I mean, it was a huge success. We sold out again, but the great advantage with Manchester is the 2 trader hall room setup means that it's never too crowded, it's never too busy. But the queue was out of the door of the hotel almost right at the beginning of the day, so that was a great sign. Lots of people coming to celebrate Transformers, really enjoy it. All of the panels went down incredibly well. If you don't know, that's the side of TFN that I am responsible for. So it was great to see that really well attended. Thank you to everybody who did attend a panel, whether it be, just for one panel, or I saw some people who were there pretty much all day. I don't know where you got the time to get your shopping in, but yeah. Speaking to the traders, they all really went well. There was some really good stuff there. Toy Fu did some absolutely gangbusters business, which is always great to see, especially given the fact that the money that they generate goes to help children who really need extra support. So a wonderful, wonderful day. My experience as part of the TFN crew is obviously a very different one to those who attend. But what I'm glad to see is that whether it be people on the crew enjoying themselves, whether it be people on the day paying to come in and see the event and take part in the event, they all really enjoyed it. So overall, it was just a really, really positive experience all round, I'd like to think. So now we're aiming high. We're heading towards the big event in July/August, which I have to keep reminding myself now. So yeah, bigger and better things are on the horizon, and I just can't wait. So were you at Manchester? Did we say hello? Have I missed you? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you all, I don't know, let's say 2027.